we are here with a different camera angle today. First of all, who are you, sir?
I'm Steve.
I'm Tom. Hi.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Tom.
Daniel.
Tom.
Steve.
Hi.
Steve.
Barrow Ketir, he visits the relays on Fridays, opposite Fridays to Devstreams these days. We are moving his time to 9 a.m. arrival as opposed to 1 p.m. We're doing this for reasons. Next round of Tenogen. We announced it last Devstream. It had lots of skins and helmets. And we are happy to announce that it's coming soon on both PC and console at the same time. So stay tuned for that console player. We are officially at parity.
Well, I guess we're just trying to expand the AI set that the Sentients have, right? So we're just trying to come up with new enemies for the players to fight. We're also trying to come up with new archetypes for the Sentients. The first one that we're working on right now is we just have some rough ideas, and we're still trying to find out exactly what it does. Our working title is a Sentient Carrier, and kind of the idea here is that, there he is right up there. And you can see kind of around the ring of the disc there, there's a few sentient almost frames in a sense. It's like the shell of a sentient, but they're inactive. And what this guy does is what we're thinking he's going to do is as sentients die, they drop that spark.
Yes.
And if this guy's around, that spark will get sucked up into him, and he'll use that spark to form a new sentient. If this guy's around, he's going to be a prime target.
Once I go over there, I don't want to walk back because I'm lazy.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So I like to be efficient. An AI pathing thing, perhaps, that I only want to move in one direction.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Watch out for pits.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold!
Oh, you just made a pathfinding joke?
So I did a high-level design. He's nuts. So he has this big platform he goes around on. And the initial idea was that he'd have this crazy magnetic shield, and then players need to do things in the environment or with other enemies to help disable that shield, making him vulnerable so they could attack him and fight him. I'm still kind of mulling him around in my head. Don't have a really great design for him yet. I have some ideas that I'm kind of kicking around, but yeah, he's coming up.
So Ambulus, we actually have a new model of today as well to
Yes,
show.
he's gorgeous.
So if you fought him,
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
This is going to be a cool fight. This is one, Doug is working on this one right now, and it's coming along really nice. Basically, it's kind of an evolution of the Bursa, maybe, in a sense. It doesn't have the shields that the Bursas have, but he has this really thick armor plating that players need to destroy. Yeah, a bit of a railgun. Not so much a fight of killing a singular boss, but it's more about fighting a group of Ambulus with a broader objective and goals in mind. And it's some pretty badass stuff that we're working on here.
all right. So
27 million registered losers playing Warframe all day long.
all right. So what's this guy all about? Ignore the sniper crewman. Oh.
Oh, what is it?
So he's got a new trick up his sleeve.
These are placeholder meshes?
Those are literally
yeah,
shrunk.
These are mini hyenas. And oh yeah, there's the real guy there. There's the new guy.
Is it going to be skating?
I hope so. Yeah, and I just found with the sniper guy, so he lays down these what we call fabricators that start spawning the micro hyena. They have super low health and a bit more shield, but they should be relatively simple to take care of. And,
oh my god.
A bit more of a distraction than a tough enemy to fight.
By the way,
This is a
fashion
10.
Xmas, when you get to higher levels, they're not really much of a challenge. Players just kind of breeze through them like they're regular minions. So we want to find a way to make them a bit more tough and survive a bit longer against high-level players.
Okay.
So here's this giant enemy crab,
So we came up with this weak point system.
and you attack its weak point for massive damage.
Okay.
Where as an enemy level increases,
Yeah.
his chance to spawn with one of these weak points levels up a little bit. So
And these are placeholder-ish.
these are placeholder-ish, yeah. So low-level Xmas won't have these, but as they get higher level, they'll spawn with these weak points. So he's invulnerable until you manage to shoot off that weak point, at which point he can be damaged. And that's why we come up with invulnerability phases and that kind of thing. And players don't like that all that much, so we try and avoid that as much as possible. And so he's invulnerable until you manage to. Players don't like that all that much, so he's invulnerable. Try and avoid that as much as possible. So he's invulnerable. Players don't like that all that much, so he's invulnerable.
Apparently we've learned nothing because we're adding God mode on a common Eximus unit, which is a disastrous idea.
Right. I think it's a 30% chance that he'll spawn with one
Right.
in game. So it only gets to be a bit higher, like up to 40 or 50% chance
Right.
at like over level 50 enemies. So it's
Nice.
it's not going to be every Xmas you see is going to be invulnerable. every few of them you find might have 1 or 2 points on them. So
Right.
it's hopefully going to be manageable, and is it going to suck the fun out of it?
Yeah.
We don't want tougher enemies. We want more difficult enemies, and this is what this is giving us a new tier of enemies that allows us to say, well, it's not just a bag of hit points, more bags of hit points,
Yeah.
or more instant one-hit kills on you as the player.
We released Glass Gambit, what was that, a couple months ago? We had the colonist defense mission in that, and so we wanted to take that to another level. So we've created another mode that we're prototyping right now, and our working title is Defector Rescue.
Oh, my favorite.
When the Warframe arrive at the ship in the mission, they find that these defectors have sealed themselves into these safe rooms, where they're safe from the infestation, and it's up to the Warframes to rescue them and see them safely to the extraction point. But yeah, it's endless. So there's healing stations throughout the ship that you'll use these power cells to keep powered up. And as the defectors run through the ship, they stop at these healing stations to heal themselves up, and then once they're healed up, they run off to the next one. Yeah, so we're just trying to right now figure out different roles for players and strategies players can have to maximize the number of colonists they rescue and see what kind of different strategies we can use to
Run,
accommodate
Clem,
that.
run.
Kingpins. Clans and kingpins.
We're calling it enemy cells right now, and it's a bit like the investigation board that you might see in a crime serial, like The Wire or Breaking Bad or something. And we generate your clan, and it scales based on the size of your clan, or it's going to. We generate this enemy organization of a random faction led by a procedurally generated custom kingpin, and you have to work together with your clanmates to uncover the structure of their organization and bring them down.
The Kingpin himself will have his own kind of set of special powers.
Or Queenpin, perhaps.
Queenpin. So we're going to have to generate kind of a unique-ish boss that has his own special powers, defenses, vulnerabilities, and weaknesses. It's a little bit like the Shadow of Mordor system.
A lot like it.
Hang on. All right, let's go.
Are they afraid of Kavats by any chance?
We have never done this in Warframe, and it's not super revolutionary, but we've never had this kind of concept of an AI who's acting against you or against your group at a level that's outside the missions. The Stalker is an example of that, who notices that you kill a boss and will come after you. Yeah. And this is bringing that to another level where every time you uncover some part of his organization or take out one of his henchmen, there's a potential to draw what we're calling a complication, which is he's going to act against the clan, or he's going to hire someone to go after you guys, or he's going to try to hack some part. A Russian hacker is going to try to take out some part of your dojo and be fighting back against you as you're getting closer and closer to him. So it's going to be very interesting to play this out, and we're intending this to be something that maybe if you were a weekend warrior club, I met some great weekend warriors in Melbourne. That you would get together and say, let's try to crack this organization this weekend. Let's go and pay off this informant, which unlocks the location of where their warehouse is and that sort of thing. So it is still defined by the missions that we have in the game, but it mixes in that stuff that you guys have seen. Attack alerts are what Daryl's been doing, where there's mission generation as part of it, and then the Kingpin themselves inform the rest of it, right? If it's some kind of weird infestation breakout, that maybe he's coming back and his attributes are on the things that work for him.
Right.
So,
like fear of cats.
Okay,
but
so is this default? Is this one you made, or what's
this
going
is
on?
Default song.
I'm
pretty sure.
The most.
But
okay, give me some more. Give me some more. I'm feeling this. Oh, I can beat match that.
Is it playing music?
Yeah.
This is beginning to look like a Winamp visualization.
I know, exactly. We've been saying Winamp the whole time. It works. The way that it sounds, the visual rhythms that you're seeing, the beat matching that you have to do, this is in your hands. You're going to create your own song if you want, or you can use defaults, customize how it sounds, and then make a dance party.
And what's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
This will be the theme of today's podcast.
I think someone already guessed it was Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
All right. This is a tenor.
Crawler.
This is a